I been kicking it with Coog. 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 Got a lot of shit to lose. I been kicking it with Coog. 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 We're at a very special episode of Kickin' It with Coog, representing Big Homie's house today. We have Flippa T in the building. How are you?
I'm good. What's up, y'all?
You so cool. You walked in and I was just like, no, you sound exactly like the music. I love when that happens with rappers.
Appreciate it.
Nah, for real. You started talking, I was like, oh, she really sounds like the records.
Oh, you thought I was using like auto-tune?
Nah. It's just always nice when you hear a rapper talk and you're just like, oh shit. You really like,
yeah.
It almost sounds like you talking at this point. So how's it going? How are we doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I can't complain. I'm really happy to be at iHeart Radio. This is like my first time ever doing an interview in here. So this is kind of like dope. I'm not gonna hold you.
For real, we both. Shit, my first time too.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you just moving. I was listening to your project on the way, and I'm not gonna hold you. Like when they got when your Instagram and the music got sent to me, I was like, I don't know what to expect because I'm looking at you first before I listen to the music. I play track 1 and I'm like, oh shit, she can rap.
Oh yeah.
No, you can rap your ass off.
Cap.
And I was just like, I didn't know. I just didn't expect it. Is all. I didn't expect it to sound the way it sounded. Like it almost like reminded me of like Rich Boy, but like rapping way harder. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How did we find this sound? How did we start rapping? Take us through it.
So coming up, people always like used to ask me to talk. They used to always be like, "Can you talk for us? Cause we like your accent."
For real.
So like I was like, I got to do something with my voice. And like coming up, I used to always rap with my sisters, and we had like a whole downstairs set up. My granddad had instruments down there and mics and shit. So I just started out like that. And then as time grew, you know what I'm saying, I went to college and I started writing, but I never got serious about it until like 6 months ago where I was like, you know what, I'm finna actually make a song. So I sat down, made a song and shit. It just started from there.
Wait, time out. 6 months ago you decided to take this seriously?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I just decided to start doing it. Cause what really happened is my mama, she had her fiance. He was like, "Hey, same thing as everybody else. I like your voice." He a DJ. He was like, "Let me make a beat for you." So I was like, "Bet." So he made a beat, and I was just playing around with it. And so I started letting, I let Cøøg hear it. DJ Cøøg. He hit me up and asked me for a promo because I'm a social media influencer. Social media influencer. So he hit me up. He was like, "Can you use this song and post this?" And so I was like, yeah. I was like, but you gotta listen to this song first. So
fair trade.
Yeah, fast. So I traded out the song. He was like, "Shawty, you hard."
No, you hard as fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy to just wake up and be like, I'm gonna just take this shit seriously. And like 6 months later, it's like, it seems like the music's doing really good.
Crazy.
You in iHeart Radio right now, so like shit's moving.
Crazy.
No, that's wild. And like you said, you had a setup growing up. Do you come from a musical family? Like the people in your family were making music as well?
So I think I'm first generation. I guess first generation of everything. I was a first generation graduate. So
congratulations.
I mean, shit,
Where'd you graduate from?
I got my master's from Grand Canyon University.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. Yo, give it to a small amount of people here. Give it up. That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, I had went to school in Tennessee and got my bachelor's, and that's where people was like, "Let me hear you talk. Let me hear you talk," and like. It just went from there.
So you were really just like gifted with a voice that everyone already just knew you're gonna be something with it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I used to sing in the shower all the time. My grandma used to be like, "I know you gonna be some." She wanted me to be a gospel singer, but like I went left with it.
I mean, this gospel in its own way.
Yeah,
because you talking on these records. I'm gonna come clean.
Facts.
The Madam Zeroli line, I was like, oh, she's ill. That one line solidified it for me. I was texting the homies like, nah, she's hard. Yeah. I'm actually wild excited.
Yeah, you like Madam Zeroli though.
I just love hoes. Like,
me too.
That's like a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Like, I love when people can rap. Fuck the theatrics. How well can you rap?
Yeah.
Nah, and let's talk about the influences, because I hear a lot in your music, but you don't sound like anyone at the same time, if that makes sense.
So, like, coming up, I like gangster shit, as y'all can tell. I like Mystical, Project Pat, whole 3 City Mafia. I'm just a hood girl. Master P, all that.
Now, I was texting the homies. I'm like, yo, this is like
real fighting music. Like, we haven't had a feeling like this in a while where you just want to fuck some shit up.
Yeah, facts.
And it's like, it always coming from like a female rapper too. It just sound hard. Like, it's like high key sexy, but it's also like, I might be afraid of this woman.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
I call it Pretty Gangsta.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So let's. I'm sorry, you're funny as fuck. But let's just get right into the track. So I listened to the album, like I said, listened to it twice. And it was a very easy listen, like super easy to digest. A lot of great records on there. I want to get into like the most introspective record, the motherhood record. Probably the most different one on there. Let's talk about that record, writing it and just being a mom and a full-time artist.
So like when I think about it, I get kind of emotional, you know what I'm saying?
I can hear
like my kids, they mean a lot to me. And then like as you can hear like in the song, like not my oldest son, my second son, he named after my grandma, which was his big mama or whatever. And like just like I was writing that shit in tears, you know what I'm saying? So like basically I feel like that's the most relatable song to me because like everything in that song is true.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now you can hear it. Like I can tell you went in a different mode for that one. It was a perfect song to end the album on. It showed like how versatile you are, but I was like, this is a real record. And I'm a parent myself, so I can understand, not as much as a mom, but I can understand like where you're coming from. And I'm on the Instagram seeing your kids rap to the records. Like, that's crazy. What's that feel like?
I mean, it feel good to me to know that they support me, number one. Because, like, my oldest, he really understand that shit. Like, he like, Mama, that's you. That's my mama's song. Like,
That's
he
hard.
like telling people that. And my little one, you know what I'm saying, he just vibe. But I know he know, you know, because he know my voice.
For sure.
Yeah. So, like, as far as, like, it being real, that's my real song. Like, that's me for real. Being a mama, you know, shit get hard, and you got to just take that deep breath, you know. So, I know everybody like that realness with me, and that shit real.
I think, like, to all the moms who are going to hear it, especially the ones working hard, it's Christmas time right now, too. So, they double working right now. They going to hear it, really relate to it. I sent it to a few of my mom friends, like, yo, she talking, you gonna fuck with this.
Yeah, you peeped that in the song, how I spelled mother. Like,
yep, and you had your kids on the end of the record,
man,
too.
Yeah.
But a tear up and shit. Like, when it comes to my son, I get super emotional at anything. So, like, when you hear parents rapping about it, it's beautiful. That's kind of what I love about hip-hop right now, seeing our artists, like, grow up, seeing the artists that I love become parents, or even the young parents that go so hard for it. So that's an incredible record, for real.
Thank you.
What are some of your favorites on the album? Besides, I'm assuming Motherhood's up there, of course. But
Motherhood, yo. No worries. Like, I jam to that. That's my top song on the album. I jam to that song because I actually had made that song like a month before I released it, and I caught myself listening to that song all the time in the car. I'm like, damn, I wrote it. So then I had snipped it a little bit on TikTok, and it just went crazy.
Really?
And I was like, I got kind of upset with myself because I'm like, if I would have did that shit and the song had already been out, like, it would have been on the TikTok charts or something.
But I mean, it's all a learning curve. It's 6 months. You learning quick though, so it seems.
Facts.
But like it's just crazy to think that, again, 6 months ago you were not doing this seriously and you're already moving like a full-time artist. Talk about the team that's inside here right now.
All right, so there's my photographer right there, Cøøg. I got like 3 photographers. She famous. Yeah. Well, yeah, them my homies right there, 9th Street Media. And then I got my manager over here, KB. He behind the scene doing everything. Like, he there for everything. He my other mouth, basically. He talk for me, so he got a lot of shit going on behind the scenes.
How important is it to have a team that's like helping you do it? Because, like, for those who don't know, being a full-time artist is more just than going to the studio and performing. It's a full-time job. Talk about the importance of having a team.
So the importance of a team, like, is vital. Like,
for sure,
it's there. Like, you gotta have somebody that's gonna be them listening ears. I count that part of my team too, because like them listening ears is what I need, so I know, like, damn, I need to change that for real, or they don't like that. But is my team just, they always there for me, like, whenever, even when I need a stylist, you know what I'm saying? Like, KB will step up for that. Like, my media manager, he'll be like, "Hey, Flippa, get on this social media and post this." You know what I'm saying? So that team is, you can't do shit by yourself.
Nah,
like,
facts. Talk to him.
You can't do shit by yourself. you can, but you can't.
There's always so much to do. So just having a phenomenal team behind you makes sense. Talk about where Flippa T comes from. I love the name, by the way.
Thank you.
For sure.
So everybody might think it's some crazy, like she flip dudes or whatever. But like growing up, my grandma always used to be like, you flip at the mouth. You just flip at the mouth. Like you just, in my song, you know what I'm saying, I get kind of flip at the mouth too. So my lip flip up when I talk. So my grandma used to be like, you flip at the mouth and your lip flip up when you talk. So Flippa T. My first name start with a T, so nickname Terry. So I just put Flippa T. And you know what I'm saying? I know my grandma looking down like, Flippa really used that name.
Nah, she really inspiring a lot in your life, so it seems. So that's beautiful. Shout out to Granny, for real.
Shout out.
So I want to talk about one of my favorite records, the Wow Wow South record. I think that's like track 2 or 3 on the album. It's super early, but that's like another one of those records that just brought me in. Every record brought me in, but I was just like, oh, okay. This is one of them ones. Talk about the sample. Talk about how that record came about.
So, growing up in the South, everybody know you can't leave that screen door open. You either in or you out.
Facts.
And that's what my grandma used to say. You in or you out. Like, it just, I don't know, it kind of bring back memories how running around in the South was as a child. You know what I'm saying? You got your aunt standing outside smoking reefer. You got your auntie listening to R-E-S-P-E-C-T. You know what I'm saying? I just had to throw in a little bit of everything on that. Like just growing up, just the outlook. I grew up in a small town. We country, as y'all can see.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Griffin, Georgia. It's like a little bit south of Atlanta, probably like 20, 30 minutes, depending on traffic.
Got you.
Yeah.
I'm still learning about Georgia. It's like almost crazy to me how big this place is. I'm from the smallest state.
Where you from?
I'm from Rhode Island.
Oh, damn! You really from the smallest state?
No lie. Like I'm really from the small. So when I got here, I'm just like, how big is this place?
Yeah.
Like everything back home is a 10-minute drive. So to hear things are 30 minutes without traffic is like absurd to me. So that's crazy. So you So tell us about like exactly where from. Again, I've never been there. Paint the picture for me.
Facts. So I'm from a town called Griffin, and like we've been growing like drastically, like because when I was in high school, you know what I'm saying, we probably had a couple McDonald's, but now we got a few McDonald's.
Okay.
So yeah, we growing big. I know everybody know each other, and it's sort of like that because we only had 2 high schools.
Okay,
still got 2 high schools there. So I went to one of the high schools. You know what I'm saying? So that should tell you how small it is.
Everyone knows everyone. It kind of sounds like back home then.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nah, like it fascinates me how big Georgia is and just how many different places there are and how like there's down south and it just blows my mind. So I love when people tell me about where they're from.
Facts.
Tell me about your ad-lib. And can you do it for those who don't know?
Huh?
Can you do your ad-lib for those who don't know?
Oh, you talking about on me.
Where's that come from?
So, I don't know. It's that part of lingo. Like, when I talk, I be like, on me, that's that. Or on me, you gonna do that. I be telling my son, on me, you better go in there and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's part of my lingo. So, when I was sitting in the studio one night, I was thinking, like, what do I say that's, like, repetitive? And then I be like, I say on me a lot. So I was like, on me. I just came up with it, and I'm like, damn, that's hard.
It's catchy as hell.
Yo.
Nah, based off just speaking to you, listening to the music, it seems like you're really just talking about your life, like in real time on music. And I love the storytelling aspect of it. Who are some like storyteller artists you were listening to? Because it's like you can really paint a vivid picture with your lyrics.
Well, my favorite story time is Migos.
Okay.
Highway 85. Yo, I think that would have called Highway 85. Oh, man, my mind getting old now.
We getting older.
Yo, so yeah, I like what is it? Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be on the now soon. Yeah, that's my shit. So that's my favorite story time song. So Migos.
Nah, like just you paint vivid pictures when you rap, and I think that's super important. So just to like hear that's where it comes from is hard. Now talk about being from Georgia but going to school in Tennessee and just kind of like, because I can hear some Tennessee influence in the music as well. Talk about your time there.
So I started undergrad in Tennessee. I graduated from Maryville College. Shout out to MC. So a lot of my friends from there were from Memphis. So like to them, I ain't sound like I was from Memphis, but they was like, damn, you got like a little twang to your accent.
No, you do.
And like, it don't sound Atlanta. And I think one of the reasons why is because my family like originally from Alabama. And then like I got, like they were country as hell, like real country. So when I went to school there, all my Memphis friends, they'll be like, hey, talk for us. And I started talking for her like, Terry, say soda. Soda. I don't say soda. I say drink.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah. So just growing up, like not going to school there was like a lot different for me though, cause like I'm used to more Southern than that. It went Southern to me.
Really?
So like I don't know, just hearing them talk a different accent, like it's Southern, but it ain't my Southern. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It was kind of cool, I guess.
What made you go to school in Tennessee, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I seen, like, that I needed to move, number one. And so, I had a cousin to go to school there. And he was like, hey, you can just come to school with me. And we could just stay on campus together. So, he was from Griffin, too. So, we went up there together. And we just, you know what I'm saying, we kicked it up there. And then he ended up leaving me. So, I had to stay and graduate from there. He transferred to Georgia Southern.
Damn. Came back home.
Man, yeah.
That's awful.
Ain't it?
At least you
did me wrong.
At least you graduated though.
Yeah, facts. It was hard though.
College is hard as hell. What was your major?
I did finance and accounting there.
Okay, so you good with numbers.
Yeah, I'm good with numbers, but I'm good with rhymes too, though.
I mean, like you probably a better rapper. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you graduated, so you're probably good at both. You can probably, do your own financing and shit.
Facts.
Get a team though. Get a team.
Yeah.
Once all that money comes in, get a team for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does 2024 look like? So, you started rapping 6 months ago. 6 months from now is gonna be here. What is your 2024 looking like? What are some things you want to accomplish? You already got a lot of motion right now. Like, talk about what this next year is gonna look like.
So this next year, I really want to focus on like versatility, shit, country hell. So I want to get out like basically like that I can do more than just, I like the vibe, be hard, but I want to get more on my deep writing shit like I did on Motherhood. I want to be more like out open, like everybody know who I am, because I know half of the world ain't even heard me. So I want to get heard more. So I'm excited for that. Excited for shows, everybody knowing my music and stuff. So looking forward to it.
A tour the next year looks possible, you think?
Which like,
you said a tour the next year looks possible?
Man, don't push it, but yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible. I mean, that's the way you get the world to hear the music. Hey. How's the reception been to the people who are hip to the music?
Ask me that again.
How's the reception to the like music been so far for the people who are hip to you, who do know you? Because you did say you come back from the social media world.
So I think everybody like tagging more on to it now, because like at first when I was an influencer, everybody always asked me, did I rap? And I'm like, well, I ain't ready for y'all to hear it yet.
Yeah.
So once I did let everybody hear it, I feel like everybody just gravitated to it like real quick.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah. It's like they got what they asked for almost, because it was like, damn, I'm doing that anyway. And then everybody asking. So like it kind of just put the piece to the puzzle for me, like with people on my back. Like, I don't know, it just happened so fast. Everybody jumped on my back so fast, and everybody ran for me, and I really appreciate that, for real.
Were you nervous making the transition from like social media influencer to rapper? Because I feel like that's something a lot of people do and they don't do it well. Were you nervous that they might be not be receptive to it, and or did you feel like you might disappoint the people who already been asking you to rap?
No, cause like as soon as I did it, it just clicked. And then like the crazy part about it is some people be like, I know she been doing this. Like she been doing this. Like even with you like 6 months. Like everybody say the same thing. Like you gotta been doing it for long.
It sounds like you've been rapping for a very long time. And it also sounds like you're a student in the game, so it's crazy to think that this is not something you've been taking serious that long. But then again, you did say music's been a part of your life, so it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, it been there, but like a piece to the puzzle just came when everybody just kept pushing me. And like, to be honest, when you ask me like how everybody like react to it, I feel like that was my push. Like when I start seeing them motivational, like you should try to do something with your voice. You sound good, you got good tone, all that. So I just feel like everybody for me, and well, everybody ain't gonna be for me. You know, I'm gonna have some haters.
Nah,
but
for sure.
yeah, like being like them people showing that real early on mean a whole lot.
No, it does. I mean, you already had the support ahead of time. I feel like the hardest part of becoming an artist is getting people to support. So to have that prior and be able to deliver, that's amazing.
Thanks.
Who are some people you want to work with for the next year?
So I want to work with Big Lotto, cause that girl just,
she's
I don't
so
know.
hard.
Ain't she?
She's
she
so
real hard.
She might be like one of my favorite like
Ain't
rappers
she?
out, period. Like no gender to it. Like one of my favorite rappers in general.
Thanks.
She's hard.
And she a go-getter. You could tell she been a go-getter for a long time.
She's been doing, I just saw a video of her like in a freestyle battle when she was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
She had like a little backpack on. She looked like a child.
Facts.
And that's crazy to think that she's been doing it this long at such a high pace.
Facts. So that's my top artist that I want to work with. And like I feel like as I go, I want to work with artists, like new artists too, like me. Cause you know, starting out ain't easy. Like being in that closet, I started in the closet rapping. So being in that closet every night, like that shit ain't easy. You
Not
know?
at all.
So hard work. When I see somebody else with their hard work hat on, I want to help. You know what I'm saying? If I can. So new artists, I want to work with them too.
That's hard. That's really dope to hear and see, because it is tough. It's tough to do anything creative and just be consistent with it. When you were rapping in the closet, did you think like you'd be here this quickly? Like when you started out, like what was really like when you first started rapping, what did you think was possible? Like did you think it'd get this far this quick?
No. Like I know I was hard.
For sure.
But like, and everybody around me was telling me that I was hard. But like getting this quick, like getting this far quick, I just think is like a real big blessing for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, that's amazing. I'm like just talking to you, I feel like you're gonna be here for a very long time. Like you have a very great energy to you, and the music is just also phenomenal. So
thank you.
No, of course. I wanna thank you for doing this. I'm really excited to see like where the career goes from here. Like here at Big Homie's house, we stand in the music for real.
Thanks.
What are before we head out, if someone watches this interview, never heard a song, what's the first song they should listen to by you and why?
Man, go listen to No Words. I just feel like if everybody in this world would have they no worries, like shit on, like I ain't worried about yo shit, his shit. Like you can't be worried about nobody's shit. If you wanna elevate, just stop, put the shit down, and don't worry about nobody's shit. And I think that's my shit right there, cause that's how I was when
that's
I started
that gospel
this
right
shit.
there.
Yeah,
that's that gospel we was talking about earlier.
To the streets.
You feel me?
Yeah, so that No Worries, it's gonna always hit it motivation for me. I see people say they get up every morning, listen to that before they go to work.
Get those streams in.
Man, yeah.
Get those streams in.
Yeah.
Man, that's hard. I'm really excited to see where the career goes from here. Like I said, I want to thank you guys for coming, and I'm gonna just keep watching the music. And a year from now, we gonna link up and see where we at with it.
Appreciate that, Big Home.
Nah, for sure. Thank you for doing this.
Nah, thank you.
Nah, of course. This was Kicking It with Coog at iHeart Radio. Shout out to Big Homie's house. Kodak somewhere around here, drinking the essential water, getting his money up and shit. Thank you guys for tuning in. We gonna keep doing this.
I've been kicking it with Coog. I've been kicking it with Coog. I've been kicking it with Coog. I've been kicking it with Coog.